Okay, so the Chaos Arena event is going live tomorrow, but Bethesda gave us access to a private server a day early so that myself and some other content creators could play with Bethesda staff and preview the new game mode and the new cards. And there's a lot of things that we have noticed and seen and uncovered, so we're going to try to go through them here really quickly. First and foremost, let's get into the things that you care most about. Number one, special offers. The Madhouse Collection. The Madhouse Collection is going to be up for $10, or if you want to purchase it with gold, it's going to be 1,500 gold. You'll also notice that there is a Mad Prince pack. This is not something that was announced ahead of time. This currently is set to be 5 core set packs and play sets of 3 exclusive premium art cards. So those cards are, let's see if we can get it. This cycles through. So right now, that's the starter pack that you guys are familiar with. Then we have the Madhouse Collection. We can also see what all of the cards are now. So Forsaken Champion, we've already kind of been previewed. Close Call is what we thought it was. It is Unsummon a Friendly Creature. The Orc was already previewed as well. Altar of Despair. Activate to sacrifice a creature to summon a creature from your deck that costs 1. Then increase the cost of this creature, or increase the cost of creatures this summons by 1. So you play it, you sack a creature, you get a 1-drop from your deck. If you activate it again and sacrifice a creature, you get a 2-drop, and so on and so forth, all the way up through 12. Swindler's Market. Ongoing support. When you play a 0-cost card, deal 1 damage to your opponent and gain 1 health. This one could be cheeky with all the 0-cost cards that already exist in Assassin due to Smuggler's Hall and Curse and Skulks. Elusive Schemer, and then we also get the new Close Call, so this could be fun. Illusory Mimic is 6 for a 5/5, and it gains all keywords on the top 3 cards of your deck. Merchant's Camel, the card that I might be most excited for. It's a 4-cost neutral that's a 1/4, and you look at the top 3 cards of your deck, put 1 in your hand, and discard the others. Gardener of Swords was previewed. Shivering Apothecary was just previewed today, but it's a 2/2 that summons a random elixir. And then the Ring of Imaginary Might, which was already previewed. The reason I think I'm most excited for the Camel is because it's one of the few things that allows us to kind of actively discard. So if you plan on running Necromancer, you could play this if you have the health lead on turn 4 as like a preview / setup to plan for your Necromancer on turn 5. It'd be very similar to playing like Reanimator in Magic, right? Like you want stuff in your discard pile that may not be there at that point in the game to get good reanimates. So, think about if you play Merchant's Camel, for example, and you discard a Blood Magic Lord and then you get it on turn 5 when you play your Necromancer, as opposed to having to wait until much later. That could be huge value. That's a big tempo swing. So, even beyond that, just card draw is good. Card draw where you get to make the selection is great. I'm really excited for the potential of this card. So that's the Madhouse Collection. You get all of those. You also get 1 arena ticket. And then now the last promo that I was getting you to is that Mad Prince pack. So again, 5 core set packs. Alternate art Hive Defender. He's very gentlemanly. Alternate art Sharpshooter Scout. And my favorite, alternate art Crushing Blow, which looks absolutely gorgeous. So that was not previously announced, but it's good to see. Other things that you may notice, we have stories over here. Now, it's grayed out right now, but the fact that it's here means it's it's in their plans. It's going to be coming hopefully in the near future. I assume this would be more single-player content. It's really exciting to see that, though. Coming back, there are some other things to note. We come into the collection, some tidbits that we weren't necessarily expecting to see, like, let's just jump to 5. Burn and Pillage. Burn and Pillage on this test build appears to be nerfed. Wasn't something that they talked about or announced, but it costs 5. And it does 1 damage to all enemy creatures in a lane for each destroyed enemy rune. So it costs less, but it's nerfed to 1 lane. It seems reasonable, but you know, who knows if it's gonna like see the wide must include status that it has right now, because 1 lane is kind of a big deal. Other things that we have noticed include Elsewhere Lookout. Elsewhere Lookout is a 3-cost 1/1 with a pilfer that doubles its power and health. And it looks like it's slated to be our monthly reward card in December. It says December 2017. I think that's a typo, though. I suspect this will be our December reward for ranked play. So he's likely going to see some play in Monk. There's also a good chance that he could see play in other places. He might be cheeky in Crusader if you go with like a weapon Crusader build. The +3/+3 and Breakthrough Hammer on him would be kind of silly and would get out of hand very quickly. Probably not good enough to play on its own, but you know, if you're looking for cheeky fun or just something out of the ordinary, that might fulfill the role. It's interesting that they were putting it in your collection ahead of time, though. I wonder if they're going to move to doing that in the future or not. Other UI improvements. While I was clicking on that, you may notice this shows me the amount of soul gems that I have. So if I was looking to craft something, it's both here, but then also contextually here. There's also this set area. You'll notice that this icon is a little bit different now. We have all sets, core set, and promotional. The promotional cards currently consist of all of the monthly reward cards and the Madhouse collection. So like Hissgrove is in here because that was monthly reward. Mechanical Ally was monthly reward. Swindler's Market from the Madhouse collection. Gardener of Swords from the Madhouse collection. So they're adding a sets search option for us. Other things to go over include the ring. So let's see if we can get in here and see it here real quick. The elixir is gone, and I basically missed it the first time that we loaded this up. Instead, there is now a magic ring, which you see over here. We're just going to go ahead and keep this. The magic ring has 3 little gems on it that represent the 3 uses. You still activate it to gain 1 magicka, but it's no longer a support, so it's not just like indestructible. You just outright can't interact with it, right? Don't know if that's a nerf or a buff. We'll see. The other interesting or fun thing that you may now see in the UI, and something I'm personally excited about, is a improvement to the discard pile. So if I click this, you get this nice pop out here. As the game progresses, everything shows up in a list. It tells you how many creatures you have, how many actions you have. The creatures things matter if you're trying to quickly figure out what's your creature count if you're going for the Gravedigger title, for example. So that's kind of nice. But for the most part, it's a nice quick glance. And if you hover over the cards as they go through the list, they also pop up so you know what they are. But just much, much cleaner, much easier to see what's going on as opposed to cycling through the different tabs. I am very, very, very excited about that. We're going to go ahead and concede this.
Khajiit is done for.
Oh. And talk about the last thing. So the last thing is related to the Chaos Arena event. The Chaos Arena event, if you have not seen one of the games, is very, very crazy. The lanes are random. I've already swapped decks with people. There's been lanes where it clones things. I believe Justin Larson and I had a game where things got cloned. Look on his channel to see where that is going to be, because I'm sure he's going to include that game. It was just absolutely bonkers. There is another thing worth mentioning, which is related to the event. There is a title. So you get Chamberlain of Sheograth for completing 1 Chaos Arena event. I do not know if there are other titles associated. So we have completed a 7-win run, and we did not get a title for that. I do not know if there is going to be a title for going 7-0, because on our run we went 7-2. But completing at least 1 event will will get you a title. So look for that as well. That is the quick coverage of all of the things that have been previewed and changed. The only other thing that you're missing out on is the actual fun and versus arena itself, and I just highly recommend that tomorrow you dive in and you play the format. So as always, thanks for watching, and I will be streaming still more later today. I'm just cutting this video while I am making some food. So by the time you see this go up, I'm probably already live on Twitch again, and I will hopefully see you there. And if not, I will catch you next time, like always.